Kai Cenat is everywhere right now, breaking records, running streams, launching brands. But in 2025, the spotlight's starting to burn a little hotter. He's facing backlash from just about every angle. A Target brand deal that critics say felt more like a distraction than a win. A streamer's university retreat that looked inspiring on paper, but chaotic in practice. And then there's the viral clip of him and AMP shoving around a $70,000 AI robot like it's a toy, sparking a whole new conversation about responsibility on camera. Even other creators are taking shots. XQC, for example, went from a friendly competitor to a indirect rival, accusing Kai's circle of shady practices. Suddenly, the king of Twitch isn't just entertaining, he's controversial. When you're at the top, how much of the criticism is hate and how much of it is real? Is Kai being unfairly targeted for leveling up? Or has the money and the fame and the machine behind him started to pull him away from the people who made him? In July 2025, Kai and AMP launched a personal care brand named Tone in partnership with Target. On paper, it looked like a major win, a black led streaming collective collaborating with major retailers.
Tone, Target, boom. Gentlemen, Target can't wait to get Tone on its shelves.
But the backlash came almost immediately. Critics accused Target of using Kai and AMP as a PR shield. Around the same time, Target had quietly scaled back its diversity, equality, and inclusion DEI programs, cutting internal roles and watering down prior commitments to black communities. For many, the AMP collab felt like a smokescreen, flashy influencer branding, while real structural support vanished behind the scenes. Religious leaders, civil rights groups, and political figures, such as the Congressional Black Caucus, began calling out the company, and by extension, the influencers involved, for what they called a tone deaf move. Kai didn't directly address the criticism, but the message was clear. This wasn't just a brand deal gone wrong. This was a conversation about authenticity, value, and how fame is used. But the real concern wasn't just who Kai partnered with, it's how he used the platform. Because when you step into the role of a mentor, the weight of your influence starts to weigh a lot heavier than a Twitch trophy. Next up, Streamer University, an ambitious 4-day retreat Kai hosted in early 2025. The idea gather 100 new creators, mentor them, and help launch their careers. The reality, not so smooth. Attendees and viewers raised red flags almost immediately, calling out favoritism, prank style bullying, and chaotic planning. The most controversial moment, in fact, came when AMP's sex ed segment veered into awkward territory, leaving many wondering if the whole event was a stunt for content. While the intent might have been good, the execution felt sloppy, and more like a Twitch reality show than a true mentorship program. Kai later admitted
I
the
know how
toll it took
exciting it
and
is
hinted that
to
he
witness
might
that,
not do it
bro.
again.
You don't have to let this determine who you are as a creator. I'm telling y'all. Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm never doing it again. I'm never doing this again. Cause now I'm mad. Cause it's like, no matter which direction I go, no matter which way I try to make sure thing is good, I always get the bad end of the stick. My bank statements, ridiculous. Behind this, there's not nobody's paying a dime to be in. This is strictly for me to help me. I'm finna crash out.
And if Streamer University raised eyebrows, what came next would turn heads. Because when the cameras are always rolling, even a moment of play can turn into a public indictment. During a January live stream, Kai and the AMP crew were seen aggressively shoving and knocking over a 70,000 AI robot. What was supposed to be a fun brand demo turned into a viral moment for all the wrong reasons. Clips circulated showing the crew taunting and toppling the machine, sparking outrage online. People called it irresponsible, cruel, and damaging to future partnerships. Some viewers would even point out that it mirrored past controversies, with other streamers not respecting boundaries when the cameras are rolling. Once again, Kai didn't publicly address the backlash, but fans and brands noticed. But not all the pressure came from viewers or headlines. Some of it came from inside the streaming kingdom, where every king eventually meets another for a claim to the throne. Then came the tensions with XQC, one of Twitch's other giants. Their rivalry had always been subtle, but in mid July things boiled over. Kai went live and said straight up,
Somebody I don't fuck with SQC. And I tell you that all the time. I don't even want to mention the name because I just know the lore behind that. But I don't fuck with somebody. I will tell y'all. Like, I don't fuck with that name.
Okay, well, it's all good. He comes from a different sphere of the internet than I do. Over here, we throw shade and we do whatever, and it's not like some big deal. If he wants to make everything I say a big deal, then so be it. Then we don't fuck with each other.
Around the same time, rumors swirled about viewbotting with XQC, and others accusing Kai's crew of inflating numbers through shady means. Whether true or not, it shook the credibility of some of the platform's biggest names. What was once a friendly competition became something deeper.
You feel me? And I'm kind of tired of like holding the whole road because I feel like the more I hold shit back, it's not the first time. This is how it look, Felix. This is me talking to Felix. This is me not really being on shit. It look like you in because it's like it's a pattern. It's like everything something is going good on this side, like you saying I to say. And then when you say it and I say something, it's you was joking. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm kind of confused. It's like when a nigga say some shit, it's I'm joking. You feel me? Now it's not even directly me. He didn't say my name, but he talking about my mans and shit that these my niggas.
$150 and the cost of perception. Kai Cenat caught fresh heat just recently, this time not for what he said, but for what he gave. Mr. Beast recently launched a fundraiser with streamers and creators jumping in to donate.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Jimmy, Mr. Beast. Yeah, there's this charity thing called Team Water where every dollar donated is a year of clean water for someone in need. All right, so Jinxie, Logan, they both just committed 100 grand and
100K? No way.
But when the fans spotted that Kai allegedly only donated $150, the internet wasted no time in reacting. Critics pointed out the massive contrast between Kai's lifestyle, designer clothing, luxury giveaways, millions in earnings, and the small donation amount. Some called it embarrassing. And whether it was a mistake, a placeholder, or just what he felt like giving, it became another flashpoint. To be clear, Kai hasn't confirmed or denied the amount, but by then, it didn't matter. The narrative had already moved. The same generosity he showed in giveaways and gifts was now being questioned in a public cause. And that's the thing about being watched. Even the smallest numbers can be magnified when your platform is so big. Because at Kai's level, it's not about how much you give, it's about what it represents. And in this digital kingdom, even $150 can feel like public betrayal if the crowd is expecting royalty. Kai's story isn't just about content anymore. It's about control and whether the person who built the wave can still ride it. In the end, this isn't just a story about Kai Cenat. It's about what happens when your brand becomes bigger than your voice. When every gesture, every joke, and every dollar spent or not spent becomes a headline, a debate, or a measure of your character. And the higher you go, the less room you're given to be misunderstood. Kai rose off authenticity, off being one of us, not one of them. But now he's got major corporations cutting checks, communities holding him accountable, and other kings testing his throne. The backlash isn't proof that he's fallen. It's proof that people still care what he represents, that they're still watching, still hoping he gets it right. And that's both a blessing and a trap. Because once the crowd crowns you, they don't just want you to win. They want you to reflect who they are or who they wish they were. And that's the real challenge of being on top. You don't just carry the crown. You carry the weight of everyone who gave it to you.